Hello, welcome to the third video on accounting, the second on the spreadsheet. So you come to 1-2 LLC income statement. I covered the income and expenses in the sole proprietor sheet, so it is the same for this income statement. So I'm not going to talk more about that, but what I am going to talk about is the difference with the LLC and how you keep your business money separate from your personal. So part of the reason why this is so important is because your LLC actually doesn't exist if you don't keep the records that are needed for court. And there are some other small requirements that are really awesome things to do to treat your business like a business and to grow it. But I'll be doing those in a separate resource. So what I want to show you here is how you can keep track of everything you need in a spreadsheet like this. Because the business money has to be separate from the personal, we're going to consider the business bank account. I hid a bunch of the expenses here. You can see right here the arrow to open up all these expenses, but I hid that so that you can kind of see what's going on here. So there's two things going on. There's an income statement, like over here, total business income, total expenses, and net income. That is going on right here. See? Income, total business income, expenses, total business, which are just hidden. There's a lot more. And then net income. Net income is total income minus total expenses, this minus this. But then you see all these gray lines. Beginning business balance, total bank increases, total bank decreases, and the ending business bank balance. So for each month, and all you need to do is start with January, and then it's all going to flow once you record everything in the spreadsheet. So you enter your January beginning balance, and then you look at what went through the bank. You know, you want to record all of the income, just label it whatever makes sense for you, and enter the amounts. Now this needs to match your bank, right? So there's two other sections here. One is for owner contributions, which is if you put money into the business bank account because you had bills to pay, you just invested some money. You record that here because that's not income, but it went through your bank account, so it needs to be tracked. So that's tracked on this line. Now, this line, and I just labeled these 1, 2, 3 because I was explaining it to someone and I was saying there's 3 types of things that come into the account, 3 types of things that go out of the account. So this second one is other. So if you deposited money into the bank account on accident, or maybe you paid something that was then refunded to you. Something happened in the bank account, you got to put it somewhere. It wasn't a contribution, it wasn't income. So that's what this line is for. And remember, this spreadsheet is really set up to be going back over the year and updating that way. So you can enter in notes to explain accidental deposit or whatever happened, right? You're cashing a check for someone or whatever. Maybe you're not supposed to do it, but you did it, and you've got to have records that show what happened. All right, so we already went through putting in all your income. You can unhide these lines. There's a lot more, add more, have one, whatever makes sense. So then this line, total bank increases, is adding up your contributions, anything that came in on accident, for whatever reason, and all of your business income. And then going out of the bank is the same thing. Any money you take out to pay yourself, that's kept track of in a draw account. That's not the amount you're taxed on. You're taxed on your net income from the business. So anything else that came out, maybe you paid an expense that was really personal and you used your business card, you can record it there, say what it was. And then, of course, all of your business expenses, and these can open up now. And so then you have total bank decreases, which is all 3 of these. So I show net income here so you can see what it was. And then down here, per bank statement, what this is your check. So you put your bank statement ending balance here for each month. And then you'll see if you're off. any amount you're off will show here, and you'll know you need to go back and look and see what happened. All right. So I would love to hear if you have questions about this, if this makes sense. And I do have some other videos about the LLC for accounting and taxes as well. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to hearing how it goes.